your captains, welcoming you aboard Boystrip.
We request that all mobile phones and other electronic devices be turned on.
We've been sent here to kick ass and kill toxic masculinity, and we're fresh out of asses.
I'm Corner Store Papi.
I'm David Marcus.
I'm Lyle.
Every week we bring you a discussion on different topics.
So sit back, relax, and take flight.
Boys trip.
Under quiet skies, thousands of unsuspecting Americans have been subjected to targeted airport and in-flight surveillance carried out by small teams of armed undercover air marshals, government documents show. The teams document whether passengers fidget, use a computer, have a jump in their Adam's apple, or a cold, penetrating stare, among other behaviors, according to records. Yeah. So they really just watch you. Yeah, they watch you and
your computer?
And take notes on you.
Using your computer?
What do you mean?
Did they put using your computer in there?
No. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So
Fidget, use a computer.
Electronics.
Well, you could use it, but they're going to write about it. Yeah, they're going to write about it.
That's some snitch ass. You know what's crazy? Being a snitch is lucrative.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they're complaining about it, some of them, because I would too if I had to sit around and follow business people and watch every move. Now, they fly with you. I got to go later in the article.
They get on the plane?
They get on the plane and go to the destination with you. The program relies on 15 rules to screen passengers, according to a May agency bulletin, and the criteria appear broad. Rules may target people who travel or patterns of behavior that match those of known or suspected terrorists or people possibly affiliated with someone on the watch list. So that can also get you on there.
You sounds like whoever wrote this is like some type of predator, and they're like, let me put this shit so I can set up my shit so I can get away with it. Yeah. Like, imagine someone following you, and then you're like, what the hell are they doing? They're putting notes. You're like, yo, what's going on? You know?
Yeah.
I saw them fidget while on their computer. And
When someone on the Quiet Skies list is selected for surveillance, a team of air marshals is placed on the person's next flight. The team received a file containing a photo and basic information, such as date and place of birth, about the target, according to documents. The teams track citizens on domestic flights to or from dozens of cities, big and small, such as Boston and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, taking notes on whether travelers use a phone, go to the bathroom, chat with others, or change clothes, according to documents and people within the department. They have way too much money if they can afford to have you following people one-on-one like this.
That is a terrible waste of money if they're doing this.
Yeah. They already screen everyone's cell phone calls and search through those with the click of a button. Not that I like that, but when you can already do that, why are you why are you doing this?
I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
So, yeah, they must have a lot of money because this seems costly and pointless, but there's no way that this doesn't cost a lot of money.
And they won't confirm that the program exists. So, yeah, they won't confirm that it exists. It's all speculation. But they won't say it doesn't exist, and they'll defend it, but they won't confirm it exists. So there you go. And since it doesn't exist, they won't tell you if they actually stopped any attack or whatever else with the program.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very efficient.
It doesn't seem like it's a good way to catch people.
Yeah.
If anything, you're just following normal people.
Yeah. So there you go. Quiet Skies, it's called.
Is it problematic to say TSA could eat a dick?
No, you can say that.
TSA could eat a dick.
Yeah, fuck TSA. I hate TSA, man. I swear sometimes they're hating because you're going somewhere and they're not. So you're going through.
Yeah. And
they fuck with you. Like that happened to me before at Newark Airport. Like you could feel it a little bit. Like you just relax, you're feeling good and stuff, and you forget to take a little something out your pocket. I forgot to take out a little mechanical pencil. It was like
pencil.
Yeah, it was like two. It was a little one too, like mini ones. It was like literally 3 inches. They wanted
to mess with you that.
Yeah. So you go through the full body scanner. I didn't take it out, and the guy he went way overboard. He was mad at me. He sent me to the back to be searched. I was in the closed room. They were putting the powder on me for explosives and stuff. Yeah. Wow. Or a mechanical pencil.
Mechanical pencil is the trigger.
That's when I came to the conclusion. You know, some of them, they just don't like that you're in there going somewhere.
I would imagine they probably see a lot of people going to a lot of cool places and they're bitter.
Yeah, I believe it, and I wouldn't believe that if someone just told me it. But sometimes you could feel it when it's a young dude too, and you know he sends you to the back to get searched.
They look at your ticket. You're going to Miami, Florida. They're just like,
yeah.
Like, hey, listen,
yo, make sure, make sure.
In their head, fuck that, nigga.
Make sure he gets the special treatment when he gets to the censor.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
And the thing is, why he found me suspicious. Okay, so it was the pencil, right? But then he started doing the search thing. He's like, oh, I got to search you now. And they get like, you know, a little too intimate. But he felt my junk a little bit. Oh, wow. And he was like, what's this? And I'm like, really? I really got to tell you what this... He was really like, yo, what's this?
It's a handful of nuts.
And the thing is, he was trying to make it uncomfortable for me. He wanted to make it uncomfortable for me. But I was like, I'm gonna make it uncomfortable for him because he's the one that has to feel on my nuts. Yeah. Like I don't have to feel on his. Why should I feel uncomfortable? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I just look cool with it. I was like, yo, whatever. Like, so
that's how you kill toxic masculinity in 2018. I can't say that any TSA members ever had my nuts in their hand. I don't think it's ever gotten that bad. I did one time. I was traveling through that airport in Trenton.
The little one, Frontier Airlines.
I'm like, yo, let's keep it moving. Like, I don't have anything in my pocket. Like, I literally forgot to take my laptop out of my bag. Like, you know, you have to put the laptop in a separate container. Yeah. But I'm like, come on, bro. Like, I'm just trying. Let's just go.
So you forgot to take it out?
So I forgot to take it out, and they were like, "Sir, is this your book bag?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Why didn't you take your laptop out?" And I was like, "Yeah, I forgot." So that warrants them searching me. Like, that was like, "Can you step over here real quick?" And I was.
And they searched you, like,
yeah, like patted me down, everything, gave me the little pamphlet saying, "Yo, here's how you can sue us if you want to." And I'm just like, well, obviously, if you're handing me a pamphlet telling me how to sue you, like, clearly you're prepared for this. So there's no point in even entertaining that. Damn. But yeah, like, me not putting my laptop in that bin caused me getting searched. I didn't understand that. It made no sense.
Yeah.
Because I'd already gone through it. Like,
but they took out your laptop and put it back in and did the whole,
If they had just been like, all right, we're just going to put it in the bin and then put it back through. But no, like, I'd already gone through the search, like, the metal detector. Yeah. And they brought me back and were like, yeah, we're going to have to search you. Again? Yeah. Like, for what?
Wow. Yeah. Nah, they.
But
the TSA.
That flight was like $39, so I can't.
Yeah, no,
I can't complain too
man. Much. $39.
Frontier flights are clutch.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's not clutch just getting searched like that. You know?
No, absolutely not. There was no clutchness in that situation.
But TSA, sometimes they get mad, like the procedure. It's different at different airports. Yeah. You be at the airport and sometimes you have to put your bag in a bin. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't have to go in the bin. But they get so mad. Like last time I was at Newark and I put it in there without a bin or something like that. And she was so offended. She was like, "Don't you see him ahead of you? He has it in the bin." They get so mad. Like, you work here. Of course you know the rules. Like, let's be logical. Yeah. Like, you gonna come to my job and know the rules? No. So maybe I don't understand. They say it like it's so obvious. Like, you work here. Yeah. Hey, of course you know the procedure.
Have you ever been in line when they had the dog, like, walking back and forth through the line?
Yo.
So the last time I traveled, they had that. Yeah. And it kind of felt like the dude who was holding the dog, like, just kept him over in my space for a while. Like, because you know how when you're going through TSA, like, they have the rows, but it's going, like, back and forth? Yeah. So the dog was going back and forth, and I'm, like, in the corner. But he would, like, let him chill in the corner for, like, maybe 10 to 15 seconds just to get his, like, the best sniff he could of my area. Yeah. And then just go back. But then he would come back again. I'm just like, bro, like, you already sniffed me. Like, we're good over here.
And did it, how'd it end? He just let you go, but he just kept trying to
he kept trying to see if he was like, come on, bro. Like, there might be something. Just check. Come on, check again. Check one more time. Wow. All the way until I got to the part where you give them your ticket and your ID. Yeah. And that was like 15 minutes.
Wow. You just kept trying. Like, come on, just do something so I could justify.
Doing something. Like, clearly he's got some dust on him. Or explosive, something.
Well, I got a real bad experience with the dogs. That's
Really?
why I reacted that way. Yeah. I was coming back. I was visiting Bishop, who was in Costa Rica at the time. He was there for like 2 weeks, but I visited him for like a weekend.
Yeah.
And I was coming back and I got sick from the water down there. So the whole plane ride I was hunched over. Like it was painful. It was the worst. So I was coming out the plane and I was a little bit sick looking. Like I was a little woozy looking.
Yeah.
And there was this dog. This dog was it was one of those German shepherds, same one. And they had him smelling everybody that came off the plane. So he was jumping on everybody. Like I could tell they only have a certain attention span. I could tell his was over. He was jumping on everybody. Yeah. So he jumped in front of someone before me. They said, "Oh, don't worry about it." He jumped in front of this white lady right before me. They were like, "Oh no, don't worry about it." And they jumped on me and he's like, "Oh, sir, come over here." Yeah, so they took me to the side. Yeah, and I was like, and my stomach was killing me. I'm hunched over, so it's even more. So I'm like, damn,
they probably
this is not
assumed that you smuggled cocaine.
Something.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not going to end well. So they took me into the back room. Eventually, I ended up there. They asked me a whole bunch of questions. Super skeptical, like the police. They pretty much are cops, the Homeland Security people that you get.
Yeah.
And they asked you a whole bunch of questions, and I was just answering truthfully. But they everything was skeptical. So they took me in the back room. They ended up keeping me for like an hour and a half.
Oh wow.
They searched through my phone. They searched through my camera.
Through your phone?
My phone, my camera, everything. My iPod, everything I had, they searched through like extensively. And the plainclothes dudes came out. That's when I was real nervous. Guys with button downs and stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was just telling them, I was like, yo, I've been having like diarrhea and stuff. Maybe the dog was into that. They thought that was a funny joke. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. Don't talk to y'all. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I really do. You're like, yo, tell them what you told me. That story. I'm like, I'm not telling everyone the diarrhea story. A bunch of jerks.
My stomach really hurts. Like, come on, stop playing.
It was funny though, because he got real annoyed when he was looking through my camera because it was all like selfies of me with no shirt on and stuff. They were like, they were real disappointed with the quality. So I was like, I haven't done this yet, but I should have. I said you should always put X-rated pictures on your camera, just in case they search you like that. You at least want them to see something real unpleasant. So, dick pics. But so they kept searching my stuff, and finally they just let me go. But I was even like, I was staying with Jordan's ex-girlfriend. I was staying with Keesna. And I was like, Keesna, like, oh, it doesn't sound like a Costa Rican name. Everything you say, they try to find something to discredit it. And finally they let you go. But so it was an hour and a half.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah. But I was scared. I didn't know. They had me pegged for a drug type. I thought maybe they would peg me as terrorist type, and I had Morocco in my passport.
Yeah. I
was like, oh shit. But he got to it, and actually, that was the nicest he was when he saw Morocco. He was like, oh, that's a real cool place, and just kept going. I was like, oh shit, okay, all right, good.
Morocco getting love. It didn't
have to.
Yeah, you could probably pull off Moroccan. I could
when I was in Morocco, they thought I was Moroccan, so but luckily he didn't see it that way. So.
Okay.
Only in the U.S. though. Other places don't really give you that trouble. So it's always.
It might even just be Newark, honestly.
Newark, yeah.
Like because the times that I've traveled coming from school in North Carolina, I wouldn't even take my laptop out of my book bag. I would just put it on the thing,
wow.
And they wouldn't even say anything.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But when I'm in Newark, it's like, come on, nigga, like, just take it out the bag. You've been here before. This isn't new.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather that. I have nothing to hide. Go, sure, search me.
Yeah.
But that'd be the one. They're the ones that don't get searched. You know who says that? The white lady ahead of me, who the dog jumped on her, and they said, "Keep going, man."
She was probably a drug mule, yo.